You just walk in there, you know you're in a different place.
And as you look around, you can see the beauty.
It is really something like nothing else.
It's showtime on another century for the Colonial Theater.
The real joy is sitting in the back of the theater for a packed house, watching people's faces, watching people dance, watching people be inspired.
With a new beginning comes a new identity for Keene's oldest playhouse and a new leader, Keith Marks.
When you show up here, you run into your community, you feel a sense of pride, you feel a sense of connection, and that's really what we're cultivating.
The executive director joined in 2025 after a national search.
This community has a strong emotional connection to this theater, to this organization. There was a lot of nostalgia.
A lot of nostalgia and a storied past.
Theater was built in 1923 and opened January of 1924. Silent film era, had vaudeville acts through here.
The theater changed hands several times before it was taken over in the 80s.
This is where the heyday, when people remember the theater, this was like when Bonnie Raitt was here and B.B. King was here.
It was a heyday that took its toll.
Decades and decades of cigarette smoke, grime, holes in the walls, ceilings. It just, the building was in disrepair.
I used to bring the children for a matinee with blankets so that we could keep ourselves warm, since the heating system really did not fill this room the way it should.
That's when a group of locals stepped up.
I was dumb enough to put my hand up.
Daniel Henderson knew from the beginning the Colonial was special.
When I came to Keene, came to a movie at the Colonial Theater, not knowing anything about it, and I walked in and I looked around and I thought, wow, this place could be pretty cool.
They took over the theater in the early 90s and started its long road to recovery.
We were able to reach out to enough people in the community leaders, to get a pretty good sense that there might be support for a project like this. Of course, I had no idea what the price tag would be.
They led the first renovations for the stage and interior. Decades later came renovations to the lobby and a stage expansion, all from community funding.
Anybody who's been in a theater, an old theater, has seen the ropes, the pulley ropes that control the scenery and all of the rest of the stuff. Now we are in the 21st century, and we have the technology so that it's done by computer, not by sheer brute.
So this is some of the original brick, right?
Yeah, so this is the back wall of the theater before the renovation. So the theater ended here, and it was a lot shorter.
The Colonial didn't just grow up, it grew out.
This is our smaller venue. It's called Showroom.
The Showroom is the newest part of the Colonial. Its focus, more personal performances. And creativity begins as soon as you walk through the door.
As you step in and there's this incredible statement piece in this mural, how long did this take to finish?
So an artist based in Florida named Sean Thurston came up here, and he spent about a month up here, probably about a week, just talking to people, going around Keene, going around the region, finding out about the history, talking to staff, speaking to community members about what this theater is, and then came in and painted probably 2 to 3 weeks, 14-hour days, and he really knocked it out of the park.
It's a bold statement for another part of the Colonial's new chapter. Craig Stockwell worked with Keith to use the space for up-and-coming artists.
We got to use the showroom in a way that shows some of its potential, and use it, fill it with some energy and life, and hopefully that'll carry on.
We've seen over the past few years a large number of historic theaters need to close throughout the country. So there's an existential crisis happening around mid-sized arts organizations.
The people who know the Colonial best also know the challenges it faces.
In a small theater, you have to reach all kinds of different audiences, because if you don't, and you just keep presenting the same things over and over and over again, people will get tired and not support the theater.
They also know what the Monadnock region can do.
A few people can make a huge difference in a community, and I don't see the region letting this place fail.
Along with the rest of New Hampshire.
Everybody knows about the North Country and the mountains and Manchester and the coast. Come west.
It's a fresh story for a beloved character in Keene, and Keith's already started writing it.
I like to say before shows, wherever you are in your relationship with this theater, I invite you to take one step closer. Join us in the direction that we're going.